Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive 717. I am back with another reading, guys. I am here hanging with the South Sea Beeves, and we want to tap into the masculine energy, okay? I just want to find out what's going on with them because I can feel the energies as very heavy. Okay, they're trying not to chase the divine feminine. That's another message I'm getting. Sorry, I don't know where that sound came from. Let's see what fell in my lap here. Yeah, we have the masculine card coming out as well as the karma, balance, and justice. That's beautiful because it's right on point with what the energy is all about right now. So many of the masculine collective are having to go through karma, but this karma is going to bring about balance for them. Okay, and I feel like justice is also taking place for many people who have maybe been in your lives and have been causing you disruptions. Like I feel like karma is taking place, or okay, a better message to say is the universe sees what happens. Okay, like so people who have been stepping over your boundaries and making life difficult for you, whether you're masculine or feminine. I feel like the feminines would have experienced this first, but the masculines right now, they're learning this lesson. And so a lot of people are being uprooted from their lives by the universe because I feel like the more your divine masculine awakens, the more your energy lingers with them. They can't help but want to do the right thing. So as they ascend, they start living life on a particular vibration. So if people aren't aligning with that vibration within this divine masculine, they're going to be torn from this divine masculine's life. And that includes the karmic partners. And I feel like a lot of your masculines are seeing that happen right now. Especially with the karma card coming through, karmic, just lessons being learned, just left, right, and center for your masculines, like I have my laundry going and that's what's the noise in the background is. And I even feel like a lot of your masculines are feeling like they've been thrown in a washer and everything's just kind of all over the place. Okay. I feel like they're losing a lot. It's like a shedding. Okay, so they may be alone, they may be isolating, and that's why you may be picking up on their energy more than ever. They could be reaching out on their own. They want to let you know that in some way, shape, or form they need to be with you. They need to reach out to you. They need to communicate. Let's find out the energy around that. Okay, with the cards, I'll take these three. And we have what's at the top of the deck here, which is transformation for the masculines. Along with apology and forgiveness. I feel like, and I said this, I think it may be the last reading or the reading before, that like many of you are getting a sincere apology. Okay, many of your masculines are wanting your sincere forgiveness. They didn't see things the way they do now, based on the dreams, the epiphanies, the messages that have been coming through. Like whether your masculines believe in twin flames or not, they're still going through the ascension, the awakening. Right? So what it's doing is it's bringing deeper awareness to their connection with you because now they're starting to do the right thing in life. And by doing the right thing in life, they're starting to see you differently because you have always appeared as doing the right thing in life. Maybe they took your kindness for weakness, divine feminine, but that kindness has proven to be strength. You've gained a lot of allies in your life. You've gained the trust of the public. You have the abundance coming in for you. Many of you are really passionate about being leaders in your community or being pioneers in certain topics or subjects that maybe in the past you might have been silent about. So many of you are like finding your voice, and I feel like a lot of your masculines see that in action. A lot of you have your own channels, you're writing books, you're musicians, you're artists, and I feel like what you've learned through this journey and the gifts that you've been given by the universe, it's making you glow. And that's the thing I was talking about with that whole one more glow up, is that the universe keeps blessing you with gifts to help humanity. And I feel like for a lot of the divine feminines, you keep proving your masculine wrong. It's like they have nothing to fear when it comes to you. Okay, so we do have a transformation happening with your masculine, and I feel like that's genuine, right? Like that's why a lot of you are getting these apologies and these like pleads for wanting your forgiveness right now, divine feminine. And we also have decisions, okay? I feel like the decisions they have to make on their own, and that's what I'm hearing, because we do have a person standing here standing here alone, and I feel like they have a raincoat on, so a lot of them could be going through like that dark night, thunderstorms. It seems like everything's going wrong. You can't trust people. You feel isolated. You feel like you're getting sick. All of a sudden you have aches and pains all over your body that you've never had before. You wake up in the morning and all of a sudden you just dread going to work. You dread being around your coworkers. Your relationships with your family and closest friends are falling apart. So it's like this shedding, this transformation that's wanting to take place. Like, how do your masculine see you, Divine Feminine? You okay? You stretching? Cutie? How do your Divine Masculine see you at this time, Divine Feminine? How do the masculine see the feminines? Those who are tuned in and need a message, how do the masculine see the feminines? Okay. I won't take so many, guys. I feel like there's a lot here, so I'll put it back in. Okay, I'll take these two, guys. So we have abundantia, which is prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. And I've talked a lot about the Divine Feminine experiencing a wealth of abundance from the universe, which is what is keeping you pretty distracted right now from pursuing like that chaser energy with your Divine Masculines, or even wanting to hold their hand throughout their transformation or throughout this karma trying to balance itself. It's like I feel like many of you are too distracted right now. You're glowing very much too with this card, with the energy in this card, with this goddess. You're glowing, you're untouchable, you're unbothered. Things just keep working out for you. And many of you are being pleasantly surprised. We also have Arakira, which is blossoming, okay? So you're just getting started. So have patience with yourself and the process, and don't give up. Okay, so, that don't give up part too just kind of reminds me of this whole journey. Even if many of you are feeling your twins' energy around you really heavily, I think that, there's also this lingering energy of not giving up on one another. And I think that that's why many of us, can sometimes tune into the energy and feel the energy of our twin, or have telepathy, or experience those dreams. It's because some of us have come to accept over time that it's a lifelong connection, and we have keep an open mind. And I think keep an open mind is wanting to come up because, again, like I feel like that the whole idea of twin flames is very triggering to people, but as long as we can remember to keep an open mind and realize that, the person that we're attracted to, or the experience even that we're having here on earth, it's definitely going to differ from our usual type and expectations, or differ from the people that we, expect to attract. I think it's natural to assume that, sometimes people are also predestined to show up in our lives in some way. And maybe the twin flame journey is to teach us that, sometimes it's not what you are is what you attract, because I think that's what tends to, puzzle twin flames a lot. I think, maybe expanding our consciousness to realize that, sometimes we are predestined to attract certain people into our lives. And I think past life came up in the last reading, but, sometimes we're predestined to repeat certain lessons with our soulmate time and time again. And I feel like you and this masculine are drawn to one another time and time again. What's the lesson behind the transformation when it comes to the romance between you two? What can you expect to experience with one another in the near future when it comes to the romance? So we have deception, which is, I feel, releasing deception. And I do feel that for many of you, which is why I'm getting apology and forgiveness, or that energy keeps coming up, especially for those of you who have never had a genuine connection with your masculine, in the sense that, they just tend to sweep things under the rug, or you never fully got that apology or that closure. I feel like deception is coming to an end for many of you. And I talked a lot about the feminines just kind of leaving things where they are and moving forward, and that does take a lot of courage and strength. But this deception card here, I feel like many of you are done. It's like the person is kind of reaching towards this person and they're putting their hand up to block them. I feel like a lot of you have really taken that mask off of yourselves, and kind of really not dealing with your divine masculines until, you know, they're kind of able to take that 3D mask off themselves. Because it's at this time, I think that it's just uncomfortable for you to deal with one another, because everything about your energy says who you are. So when you two try to be something that you're not, it just repels one another. But I feel like that's coming to an end for many of you. You know, and that's part of why many of you have had to keep an open mind in this connection here, because your person has been through a lot. They have a lot of regrets. They're slowly learning this journey. Maybe whoever you are and you're watching, you've just been given the gifts of remembering this journey a lot sooner than they do, or your job is to understand in depth. Maybe that's why you're drawn to tarot, or you're drawn to this path, you know, because I feel like that's a big part of, you know, whoever's listening, it's a big part of your life to try to understand the path that you're on and to truly ascend. And I feel like for a lot of your masculines, they only are just now starting to step into that. Like, you know, going from living life in a very 3D way to now just connecting through their heart. Through their heart and living, like doing what's right from their heart. Okay, I'm going to close off the reading, guys. I'm going to get one more message to wrap it up here about what you guys can look forward to when it comes to reconnecting again. And this could be after a period of transformation happening for the divine masculine. Okay, so we have the worth waiting for card. So it could be a special message to those of you where, you know, sometimes, like, you know, and I understand, guys, like when it's, sometimes you're in that part of the journey where it's like, this kind of reading sounds cheesy, right? It's like, oh yeah, like, you know, they love me and blah, 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 blah. So it's like, you really have to discern and pay attention to where you are on the journey. But I do feel like this reading is going to find those of you who is truly meant to find that confirmation and to be given that that message of this connection is worth waiting for, or there's something in this connection or an experience in this connection that is worth waiting for. And it's got a lot to do with transformation, like living life more authentically, blossoming, you know, learning lessons, but not letting these lessons take you down in life. Right? Learning to rise above it, learning to help others and teach others from our experiences. Sometimes we lose sight of that on the twin flame journey, and it's like the only thing that feels good is like hearing about this other person doing really bad in life. You know, it's like that's when I think that, you know, we need to kind of release things and let things go, is if we're drawn to those particular types of readings. So right now, you know, many of you need that reminder that this experience, you know, it's not going anywhere. You know, your person is not going anywhere. And I don't feel like, you know, neither are you energetically. All right. So I don't know who this was for, but I hope it's found you well. You guys take it easy, and I will catch you in the next reading. Bye, guys.